In this video, I will demonstrate Jeny's surprisingly stretchy bind-off used in ribbing. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get a notice each time I go live or post a new video. Jeny's surprisingly stretchy bind-off, or JSSBO, is a really great bind-off to use for ribbing because it is so very stretchy. So let's see how this is worked in ribbing. Here's what the bind-off looks like when we are all done, and it is surprisingly stretchy. Let me show you how to work this. I have a swatch here with 1x1 ribbing on this side and 2x2 ribbing on this side. So we'll see what it looks like in both of those types of ribbing. I like to work the steps for the very first stitch so that the very first stitch, so the bind off edge looks the same across even from this first corner to the last corner. So in order to work this bind off, we're working a yarn over before we work any of our stitches. And the type of yarn over we make is different depending on whether the stitch we're about to work is a knit or a purl. So the knit stitches get a backwards or a reverse yarn over, and the purl stitches get a normal, what's considered a normal yarn over. So what I'll do is I'll have my right hand empty needle over here, and I want to make a backwards yarn over, which means the yarn comes from behind and over and then to the back again. And then knit that stitch and then pass the yarn over. And we only have one stitch now, so we need to get 2 stitches on our right hand needle, and this one's a purl. A purl gets a regular yarn over, which comes from the front, so I have to move the yarn forward and around the needle and back to the front in order to purl the next stitch. And I like to move the yarn to the back to get it out of my way, and then that yarn over comes over that stitch. Now I have 2 stitches on my right hand needle, so I bind off 1. And now we just repeat that across. So here's a knit. It gets a yarn over that comes from behind, around, back to the back, and then we knit. And now I can take the yarn over and that prior stitch and bind them off at once all together, or you can do it one at a time. Then a purl gets a yarn over that comes from the front to the back to the front again, and we purl. And then bind off the yarn over and the prior stitch. Knit, comes from the back around, knit it. These are dull needles, so I'm finding it a little difficult. There we go. Then a purl gets the yarn in front, around the needle, back to the front, and purl. And slip those over. And a backwards yarn over with a knit. Like so. And a normal yarn over for the purl. And so on across my 1x1 ribbing. like so. So there it is in the 1x1 ribbing, and you can see it does its little corrugated, and it's very stretchy. So now I have 2x2 ribbing. It's just the same, but we're processing 2 knits and then 2 purls. So we need to work a backwards yarn over, and then knit, and pass those over, and another backwards yarn over, and knit, and pass those over. Now I have a purl, so I bring the yarn forward to make a normal yarn over, and purl, pass those over, normal yarn over, purl, pass those over. Now knit, so backwards yarn over, pass those over, backwards yarn over, pass those over. Purl is next. So you can do this with any stitch pattern. It works really great with ribbing because it's so stretchy. To the end, one more knit, pass that over, both of those over, and then cut, leaving a tail, and you can either pull that tail out or secure the tail through that last loop, like so. So there it is in 2x2 ribbing. Again, nice and stretchy. It does its corrugating within that 2x2 ribbing. Allows the ribbing to contract while also allowing it to stretch. So that is how to work Jeny's surprisingly stretchy bind off in ribbing. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.